Martin Luther King Jr. is a hero because he risked his life to end segregation and help many colored people to equal freedom. He was famous for using nonviolent resistance to overcome injustice, and he never got tired of trying to end segregation laws. He was a smart hero because he was able to skip the 9th and 12th grade and entered Morehouse College at the age of 15, and he then later became a pastor. And later he joined the already started civil rights movement. Influenced by his heroes, he led the movement in nonviolent ways that came from one of his heroes, Gandhi. During the movement he didn't favor any of political parties. He gave many sermons and speeches and the famous "I Have a Dream" speech. He was thoughtful because he worked for the poor in the Poor People's Campaign. He was a brave hero because he didn't just live his life with those laws. Instead he tried to change the laws. Even after his death his actions did much good, and it still continued on to stop segregation. Obstacles he overcame were that when Martin Luther King was growing up, much of America was still segregated and opportunities for black people were very limited. Another problem later on was that he had difficulty convincing his followers to commit to the course of nonviolence. Some of his followers were very frustrated and angry about the discrimination they endured, and he had to persuade them that patience and nonviolence would get the best results and bring positive social change. Atticus in the book To Kill a Mockingbird is like Martin Luther King Jr. because Atticus is the voice of reason to Scout and Jem and guides them to do the right thing, just like Martin Luther King Jr. leads his followers without violence. Atticus is smart because he was able to get an answer out of Jem even though he didn't directly ask a question of what he was doing, while Martin Luther King Jr. is smart because was able to go to a college at the age of 15.